Hey guys, it's Wes, not your normal miner here. Today got another fun one for you, and this is by community request. That's right, you guys, the community, by commenting down below, requested a video on server power supplies. Say what? Server power supplies, that's right. So, you guys in the community, by requesting and commenting in our videos, wanted us to talk about server power supplies. So, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk with you about the different applications that we use server power supply. We'll show you the difference between a server power supply and an ATX power supply, and a couple other things, as well as we're going to go ahead and throw one together real quick with the motherboard so you guys can see the difference in the space and all those kinds of different things. So we've got a really good video for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. Please do your own research, and what I mean by that is in the description down below we're going to have different links to things. Try to help you guys find as much as you can about these server power supplies. Well, as you can see here, we've got a server power supply set up to do some testing and such, but it's nice and clean install. It allows you to use a few less cables in our opinion, so we will show you guys a little bit more about that as well. But when I say we use these in a couple applications, we're out here at the GPU mining farm, and today really we want to talk with you guys about server power supplies, what you're going to need to hook up a server power supply to your GPU mining rig, and a little bit in between. So in the description down below we'll have links. You can check out Amazon.com. They've got some different things on their server power supplies. Also, one thing that you're going to need with your server power supply is something like this, a breakout board. I am not telling you to go buy these makes and models. Please do your own research. But you're going to need a couple things like that, as well as a couple other things as you scroll through there. We'll talk with you guys about different cablings and those types of things as well. But our main focus today is talking with you guys about server power supplies. Alright, so you can see here we've got our desk all set up with a couple different things. But what we're talking with you guys about here is, like we said, a server power supply. They come in a lot of different makes, models, and sizes. Some, like we were showing you earlier, had a different style plug than this, but it still plugs right in here. But first things first, with the server power supply, what you're going to need is actually something that's called a breakout board. And that's what this is right here. Breakout board is going to allow you to transfer power from your server power supply to your different cablings and such. And these breakout boards, I'm telling you what, they have probably the hardest installation I have ever seen of anything. And what I mean by that is, it is grip and rip it, guys, just like that. So you can see we just installed a server power supply here. A couple things that you'll want to see right out of the gate on the server power supply is it does have a lot of 6-pin places for 6-pin power cables. Well, typically what you're going to want to do with that is you're going to want to have a 6-pin to 8-pin or 6-pin adapter. And what these will do is these can hook up to your risers. These can hook up to your GPUs and such. So those are going to be definitely something that you're going to need. Also, what you're going to need, and typically you guys would be very familiar with the ATX style power supplies, and they have those 24-pin adapters that those hook up back to the back of the motherboard right there. Well, if you don't have an ATX power supply, how do you turn your motherboard on? Well, there are these, and you guys are going to have to do your own research on this, but there are these really cool little adapters here. These are 24-pin adapters, and what you're going to do is you're going to have this nice little adapter here, and what this does is this goes right into the back of the motherboard, just like that, and that allows you to power some different things. One of those being the motherboard. You guys know those motherboards need to be powered. You can also do certain things like SATA, as well as that Molex there. So these little things are quite fun to have. Those are definitely going to be something that you're going to need to have. You're also going to need a adapter to be able to hook these up so that it runs properly there. So those are a couple of things that you're definitely going to need. You can see the table's got all sorts of different things. You guys are pretty familiar with, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with the ATX style power supplies. Like we said, they typically have the 24-pin adapter. You'll get your SATA and Molex, you know, those come off as well. You'll get your VGAs. Let's see here. There we go. Get your VGAs and those things as well. That's your standard ATX power supply. But once again, you get that server power supply, and what you're going to be able to do is plug in something like this, and this is that adapter for your motherboard, and that is going to go right in here. And now our 24-pin adapter for our motherboard sits in there just like that, and now our motherboard is actually powered, guys. Well, typically this would be connected just like this, and it would stay connected. But for video's sake, we had just kind of thrown something together so you guys could see that. So you'll need something like that to power that, as well as like we talked about, those the VGA cables. This is able to hook up to your SATA drives if you guys wanted to do that. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to recommend running a lot of, I guess I would say, risers off of this. Please, like we showed you, use these 6-pin adapters to 6-pin adapters to do your risers. But you can run things like these Molex fans. You guys will hear me talk about China fans. Well, there's actually a Molex cable on the back of this, and that is run off the 24. Run off of that 24-pin thing. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, please comment down below. Let us know what else you want to see. Let us know what you want to hear about server power supplies. If you guys like this content, better give us a thumbs up. That way other people can see it, and that way other people can learn. But yeah, if there's other things that you guys want to learn about server power supplies, please let us know. Like I said, you can do that by commenting down below in the video. But you'll have these. Like I said, guys, this stuff's pretty easy here. You just got to know what you're looking for, and we'll have as many different links as we can in the description down below. But you can also actually daisy chain those server power supplies together. You had two sitting on each side of the motherboard there. So back there in the back, you can see that we do have a ATX power supply that is currently hooked up to a motherboard. We're going to go ahead, and because I know you guys love, for the science, you guys love seeing different things get put together, we're going to go ahead and throw this on here. We're going to stack them deep, sell them cheap, so you guys can see what the differences look like. And what I mean by that is I got one of our GPU mining frames. We'll set this right here for you guys, and the motherboard, I believe, is going to be sitting in here just like this. Your server power supply, we can bring that cable in back here to kind of make things look identical. Typically I'm not going to need this cable, but this is just to show you if you were having, like, let's say a 13 GPU mining rig or such. Well, now what we're going to be able to do is we are going to be able to bring that 24-pin adapter. This is how we power our motherboards. Bring that back here. And that also, like I said, that's going to be able to power right there. Makes it easy for you guys. Those SSDs and such that you guys want. It's also got a couple other SATA places for SATA as well as Molex. Then you're going to need to power the motherboard. Well, that's pretty easy because that adapter has just what the doctor ordered there. You guys had better be giving us a thumbs up on this video. This is by community request. You guys wanted to see us use a server power supply. Talk with you guys a little bit about it. You are then able to, pretty nice and easy, like we talked about, if you wanted to hook up risers, well, you can grab one of those 6-pin adapters, and then just like that, my riser is powered. So that's pretty cool. And then that still leaves me one here for a GPU. So let's go ahead and set these on top of each other so you guys can kind of see the difference here, how your cable management would look. But yeah, comment down below, guys. Let us know what other types of videos you guys want to see as far as rig builds, as far as troubleshooting. And what we mean by that is on our 7 and 8 GPU workers, whether you guys like what kind of stuff you want to see there. We'll kind of get that camera adjusted here a little bit. So cable management, really didn't bust out cable management for you, but you can see a server power supply does take up a little bit less space. and you are able to do everything that you would with an ATX power supply. But the server power supply, depending on that breakout board, depending on the one that you get, is going to allow you to do a lot more stuff there, guys. So you guys comment down below, let us know what you think. Huge thank you to the team out here at the GPU mining farm as always. You guys are amazing. Thank you to Tim and Zach. Make sure you guys comment down below, let us know what other videos you want to see Zach and Tim in. They have a lot of fun doing this. We're going to really be bringing them into a lot more things. As you guys know, in the description down below, you're going to be able to check out Doge Lord Apparel. We do have some of that new swag. Huge thank you to the team over at Doge Lord Apparel. We've been talking with you guys about server power supplies, kind of letting you guys see a little bit there about it. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure if you're new to the channel that you hit that subscription icon in the upper right hand corner. We talked with you about all sorts of different things, but you can definitely power up risers, the same as an ATX power supply. You can definitely power up your SSD. That would hook right in there to our motherboard. I can power up the motherboard. We can power up the CPU fan, and that is all going to be off of that server power supply breakout board. We'll flip that around here so you guys can see that breakout board. But today, talking with you about server power supplies. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. But yeah, I do feel, and the team does feel as well, we're able to get more power out of a server power supply. That's why we really like using those. You guys better let us know what you think. If you guys want us to continue doing videos like these how-tos, these showing you guys different things, we love doing that. We'll get some more rig builds. We also have, I would say, more 1.5 megawatt power upgrades here. We got more Worker Work series. Keep an eye out for that hashtag Crypto Swag Friday. Gosh, guys, things are booming. Crypto's booming. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you to the community for having us out in your home. Thank you to everybody. Let's wrap things up talking about server power supplies. My name's Wes. I'm not your normal miner. Thanks, guys.